Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to get to Friday. This is it, y'all. So I didn't get to come on yesterday. Scott was off, but I woke up and realized, I was going to go to the office this morning. For those of you who don't know, I work from home like 100% of the time now. But every once in a while I get to go to the office. But so I woke up late and I was like, oh man, I'm supposed to go to the office. So I got ready and I went to go out the door, and Scott got back from taking the kids, and he is like, the entire city is gridlocked. Like, don't go anywhere. So I didn't. I was all dressed. I mean, I had everything packed up, and I just got it all back out, changed clothes, and was like, never mind, I am staying home today. So that's what I did yesterday. It ended up working out really well. But happy to be to Friday, and just wanted to share just a little nugget from this morning from my reading. And I personally was so convicted and thought that I would share it with you. So I'm reading, I mentioned that we are part of a church plant, and one of the things that a couple of us are doing are reading through some of the letters to churches. And I started Philippians this morning, and there was just a couple verses that just really like refocused me. Somebody made an interesting comment about the video from Wednesday, is that Facebook can be so negative. They didn't even like coming in here, but this was uplifting. And let me just tell you, I have not, Facebook has been so hard lately, and I don't know if they've changed the algorithm, if people are just being so negative, but sometimes I open Facebook and I'm just like, I can't do it. I cannot do it. It's so, it does not give me joy a lot of times. Unless my sister posts a picture of my nephew, then that brings me joy. But I don't know about you, is your Facebook page like that? Is where it can be so negative and so down? Anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that, but yes, I don't know where I was going with that, but I just wanted to say that. So I hope this is a light in your day on Facebook. But anyway, so let me get to what I was talking about in Philippians. So I read this and was just so convicted. So I will just read it to you. It's Philippians 2, and then I'm going to read 3 and 4. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourselves. You talk about Facebook, like, who does that? Consider others better than yourselves. Yeah. Each of you should not only to your own interest, but also to the interest of others. And then it talks about your attitude should be like Christ, and who Christ went and basically sacrificed everything and died for us. And so he has the attitude of a servant, where it's not about, with a servant, it's not about the servant, it's about the master and what the master wants. And your whole life is focused on that. And so he calls us to this. He calls us to thinking about others more than we think about ourselves. Might get sick of me complaining about traffic. Yes, the traffic are in our area. And so I just, like, how often do we think about others more than ourselves? Now, there are some of you that do think about others, and that you are like basically killing yourself because you're living your life for other people. You Enneagram 2, if you guys know the Enneagram personality type, you Enneagram 2s, you live for making other people happy, and God bless you. My mind does not go there automatically. I can tend to be extremely selfish, and I just was so called to thinking about others. And I'll give you just an example, just a real simple example: parking in a parking lot. My husband will purposely park four empty spaces back away from the store, and I'll be like, why are you not parking? Why are you not parking closer? Because my mind always wants to be efficient, right, for myself. And he's like, well, if there's somebody older, I would like for them to park closer. And I'm like, of course you would. I don't even think about that. Like, my mind doesn't go to that. So where we park, I just think about traffic. Do we consider the person behind us getting to the light faster than us? No, we are all the time considered about ourselves. How can I get there faster? How will this be best for me? We think about, like, when we get extra time on our hands, do we think about how that could benefit other people? No, most of the time it's, how's that going to benefit me? When we get extra money, do we think, how could I use this for somebody? And No, most of the time it's like, how can I meet my goals? I'm talking about myself here. Absolutely. And so this is just human nature. We turn inward, we think about ourselves, and yet God is calling us to lay our lives down, where that we think more highly of other people than ourselves. And I think he's not only speaking to giving things away, but also in our spiritual lives. We tend to compare our spiritual lives and think, I'm better, at least I'm not like them. And we think, at least I'm not like them. But that we would, in humility, consider people better than ourselves and say, you know what? I have some junk too. And I'm not any better than anybody around us. And if we could approach our days and our weekends this weekend with that sense of humility, that I'm not better than anybody else, and I want good for other people in whatever extra I have to give, that's the kind of culture and world that I would love to live in. And that's what God is calling us to, that we would give up ourselves for other people. And I just think, especially in this Facebook world, which is really just a picture of what we really are in our hearts, that we can just be so self-centered. So I just want to call us up to something different today, and especially this weekend as we go through our weekend. Look for ways to think about how you're thinking about other people. Do you think people are more important than you? Do you think that their time is more important than yours? A lot of times, no. And I'm just speaking to myself. So I was just challenged this morning for that. So I want to be intentional about that today, keeping my eyes on other people and sacrificing myself for others. So we'll see how that goes. It's so hard. Anyway, all right, guys. I know it's Friday. A lot of people can't jump in on Friday. They are, and I look at Donna, you're watching. So good morning. All right. Speaking of, I'm gonna go get myself together and work for somebody else. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Have a good weekend. And I probably won't be back on Monday because Scott's working this weekend and I'll have to do school drop off Monday. But maybe I can get back here on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll see you guys then. Bye.